Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I'm David Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be unboxing The Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era. Now this just arrived to me recently. It is a crowdfunded game. I also got, or it came with, I think, this expansion, which is just called the Valenwood expansion. So there you go. This one's a very thin box, whereas this one is an extremely thick and very heavy box. This is Chip Theory Games, and I haven't had a game from Chip Theory before, but I believe, like, they don't use models. They use, like, I don't know, like clay poker chips or something, discs of some kind. And I think that's why this is so heavy. I wish I'd looked at how much this weighed, but I almost hurt myself bringing this game up the stairs so I could unbox it. So, wow, it is hefty. It is a heavy, heavy game. Don't put this on top of a stack of games because you'll crush everything beneath it. I'm not sure it won't fall through the second floor of my house down to the first floor because it is really very heavy. All right, so I don't know if this, oh God, work out. Does it say if it says anything on the back? I don't remember. Okay, it does. I'm gonna try to read this. I'm at a very weird angle with how the light is hitting this box. I think I'm gonna have to tilt it just a little bit. Tamriel is in turmoil. As the continent is engulfed by the flames of war, a mysterious figure has decided she knows the true solution to the chaos. To impose her will, she would fundamentally alter the nature of reality, heedless of the consequences. Until now, she has been able to accomplish her objectives behind closed doors, but a daring group of adventurers has learned of her machinations and is working to defeat her before she can perpetrate the betrayal of the Second Era. The Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era is an adventure strategy game of combat and character building for 1 to 4 players, set in the beloved world of the Elder Scrolls franchise. In campaign-based play, all adventurers will develop their characters and explore the provinces of Tamriel, completing quests and revealing new mysteries as they uncover the plot of a hidden antagonist. Combining the Elder Scrolls commitment to world building and character customization with Chip Theory Games' world-class component quality and strategic design, Betrayal of the Second Era is an exciting new foray into the lands of Tamriel. So there you have it. And I am really engulfed in the Elder Scrolls right now. I recently started another play of Skyrim, and I am a dark elf kind of thief archer who just became a vampire lord, and you can assume this weird crazy monstrous vampire lord form, but it kind of sucks because if you didn't tell it to put the revert to normal form in your favorites, you can't access the menu anymore, and so you're stuck like that. So I had to go back a save or two. Anyway, that's my tip. If you decide to do that, make sure you put that revert and change into your favorites. That's sidetrack, but you know, if you're watching this, you probably know something about Skyrim. So let's move on. All right, so it is 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up, and it's 2 hours plus 30 minutes per player, so not a short game. So I usually don't read all of the components. I'm not going to read all of them, just talking about the chips. It has 96 heavy-weighted chips, 90 health chips, 44 mini chips, and there's some tokens. There's 125 heat-printed dice, 32 fatigue dice. Good Lord. And then, of course, there's all kinds of tiles and books and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot in this box. This is going to have to go on the bottom shelf because I don't think I'm going to put it on the top shelf or it could fall and hurt somebody. Here we go. All right, foam protector here. Greetings, adventurer. If you're reading this, you know you are about to embark on a life-changing experience. To aid you and your party on the beginning of this epic journey, you have been provided a most trusty and stalwart companion, Diced. Okay, so now that you can get tutorial on Diced, which can sometimes be pretty cool. So, but we'll move on from that. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, it tells you how to, oh man, it tells you how to pack your box. This is great that they have that. It means that I'm more nervous than I was before about unboxing it because now I have to like put it back in some way. Although this probably assumes that you punch everything out. So maybe if I don't punch everything out right now, which I'm not going to, it won't be so bad. This is kind of a story of the team, but this is what a gorgeous piece of artwork. God dang, that's amazing. Okay. Let's see what we have here. This looks like a big overworld kind of map. Okay. So we have 3 kind of overworld maps. We have Morrowind of the Elder Scrolls 3, Cyrodiil, which I think was Elder Scrolls 4, I think, and of course Skyrim, Eastern Skyrim in this case, which is Elder Scrolls 5. So we're kind of encompassing a big part of the world. Is there another one? No, that's okay. These are fairly thin. I mean, they're not like just a normal sheet of paper, but you know, not cardboard, which is fine. Okay, oh boy, let's. There's gonna be some like landscape tiles, it looks like. Are these all taped? No, they're not. Okay. Oh. See, that's kind of funny thing about crowdfunded stuff is I'll forget what all's in here, and like these are neoprene. I thought they were just like cardboard things, but that's amazingly cool. Got some cool like dungeon looking maps here. Okay, well, I'm kind of keep these together so I can put them back easily enough. Here, let me zoom in a bit. So these are smaller. Wow, these are gorgeous. A few smaller ones here. Excellent, excellent stuff. I really like that. Wow, just those are great. Wow, great color on these. This is a campaign game. I don't know if there is a non-campaign way to play it. There might well be. I'm just not certain at this time. But it's I've been a big fan of the Elder Scrolls game series for a long time, since Daggerfall, basically. And so getting another chance, another way to kind of delve into that world is really just fantastic to me. Okay, so let's see here. This is like just a little, yeah, it's a thing to protect it from getting moist in there. Let's see. Here is our tutorial guide. Okay, so this is, wow. It's not even like the rule book, I don't think. It's a tutorial guide. Let's kind of just zip through here a little bit. So walks you through some of the phases. I think it walks you through like a day, it looks like. That's it's almost 40 pages on its own. Here's the actual rulebook. We'll get to that shortly. There's going to be a few books in here. So this has enemy skills reference. I don't think I'm going to take these out because I think it's just going to be these in there. But quick way to see what everything does. Now, my wife, who's sitting here in the room, not too far away, has never played an Elder Scrolls game. And yeah, I know. I married her anyway. But maybe she'll like this. Maybe she won't. I don't know. I'm curious to see if we play this, you know, me knowing the Elder Scrolls and her not, if it'll capture her as much. I think it probably will, because they're usually good at onboarding people, at least in the video games, whether you know the stuff or not. Like, you don't necessarily need to. So I'm hoping that this game does the same thing. Here is our rulebook. I think I need to zoom out a little bit here. So the big rulebook, full of full color pictures, great art. So we got to a page after this additional rules. I don't know if that's super important or just clarification. I guess leaving out the index on the credits, it's like 94 pages. So this is a big complex game, but I'm guessing that it's probably not that hard. Just like the initial rules, but then, you know, when you get into some of the nitty gritty of certain kind of interactions, that's probably where most of the difficulty comes from. All right, so we have the Eastern and Western Skyrim Gazetteer. I'm just going to flip through this because I think this might be campaign stuff, and so I don't want to spoil anything. We have the High Rock Gazetteer. Same deal. I'm imagining that you're going to be looking at various pages depending on where you are. Cyrodiil. Western Black Marsh. It's a lot of different areas to go to, which is really cool. I'm hoping it'd be cool, and I don't know if that is the case, that you have kind of a choice of which way to go, kind of like you do in the video games, where really, I mean, they're very open world. You can kind of go wherever you want. May not be wise to go some places, but you can. Now we're getting into some nitty gritty here. There's some foam protector in here. We have, ooh. So we have a few really nice feeling bags, actually. I'm guessing these all hold different things. 1 to 5, maybe that's gold pieces. And then this one, not totally sure, but okay. Not sure. This is some kind of a stand for something. I don't know exactly what. Okay, these look like it's kind of little totems or something. I'm not sure exactly what they are. They're interesting pieces. It says it's nice, like it's a hard plastic organizer here, which is really cool. Let's see. I have a mysterious sealed black box here. So I'm going to get in here and kind of see. There may be things that I'm not going to look through just because I don't know if it's based on the campaign, and I don't want to inadvertently spoil anything. So if I do look through everything, it's going to be pretty quick. So if you don't want to risk having anything spoiled, don't linger on anything that I'm... Okay, so these are all closed decks. And they're probably gonna have some items it's gonna show, like this is a wolf pelt. One of those things that, you can get in the video games as well. Dark Elf, I don't know how to say it, Queerus? I don't know. I never know how to say that word, I've just seen it. So, all kinds of items and whatnot, and also it looks like some story stuff as well. So, I won't get into those. The art looks good, but, again, I'm nervous about spoiling anything, so I don't want to get too crazy here. What is this guy? Okay, we have another mysterious box. All right. So, okay. This card says the power of teamwork. I'm not sure. These might have something to do with your actions and how they affect you. I'm purely guessing on that front. But here we have, it looks like cards based on the character race you choose. So let's take a look at some of these. I'm curious if they're all present. This is a lot, so there might be some other things. Oh, there's also the classes back here. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So we have a Dark Elf, which I almost always play a Dark Elf, so that's cool. Oh, another Dark Elf. Okay, so is it... Wow, okay, so each one has different size, and I don't know if that's just... Yeah, all the stats and everything are the same, so it must just be just to pick the look you like, which is cool. The Argonian, Nords, High Elf, more Argonians, Nord again, High Elf, Wood Elf, Breton, Imperial, Wood Elf again, Breton, Imperial, Redguard, Orc, Khajiit, Redguard, Orc, and Khajiit. Okay. So then, classes. Now, I know, at least in Skyrim, like, you don't really have a class, per se. Like, you can kind of just do the things you want, and you usually end up tending towards a certain thing. But you have a healer, scout, archer, I'm guessing same size, yeah. Sorcerer, acrobat, knight, necromancer, bard, spellsword, nightblade, pilgrim, templar, warden, rogue, and dragon knight. So, there you go. And I'm assuming you can mix and match those however you like. Here's a campaign journal, sheets, and adventure turn reference stuff. So, okay, that's pretty cool. So, here we have a bunch of the smaller chips in here, as well as those square markers. I'm trying to see, it looks like they're all the same color on, so it might just have something to do with your specific character. But that's pretty neat. This one has some very black dice in them. I can't actually see anything printed on there, but there probably is. Okay, then we get into all these guys. So there's quite a lot of dice here. I'm not sure the significance of each one. It might depend on the sort of ability you're using, if I had to guess. Okay. I don't know that I'm going to get everything out at once. So I don't know if you can see down there, but there's like a map down at the bottom, which is pretty cool. These are character boards, and these are also neoprene. What I was impressed about is that each one has its own little container, and I'm guessing that's so you can essentially, save your progress easily, put that on there, and I assume it keeps everything in place, which is pretty neat if that's the case. So that's a cool system. I like that. So let's kind of take a look at these without taking them all out, because, I don't want to make this take super long if I can avoid it. But they all look basically the same other than the artwork on them, I think. So I imagine that's just going to be preference. Okay. Put this aside. All right, so here's some more dice. And yet more dice. So, man, I'm not low on dice in here at all. Let me see what this guy is. Okay. This is just going to be a place where you can contain your dice, which is, again, real fancy and cool. Or not your dice, your discs, excuse me. Okay, so these are just white and red dice that they don't seem to have, or I keep saying dice, discs. They don't seem to have anything printed on them, but that's pretty nice. That's definitely where the weight comes from. These things are pretty hefty. Okay, these guys actually have some stuff printed on them, so I'm going to move this to the side and zoom in a bit so we can take a better look at these. Okay, each of these rolls here was individually wrapped, so I didn't want to make you sit there and watch me fumble through that. So we're not going to look at all of these because there's a lot. I'm just going to grab kind of some groupings of them, if I can pull out a few at one time. And we'll just take a look at what's on there just to get an idea. So we got like giant bat, harpy on the other side. So these are two-sided. And they have all their necessary stats on here. Wraith of Crows, Frost Atronach, Worm Warrior. Not familiar with that one. Worm Anchorite. So these are really nice. The artwork on them is great, and God, these feel cool. I gotta say, like, I get why people want to just like do this all the time with these because, man, they've got a great weight to them. I'm just gonna look at some of the different colors here. So we've got some white ones here. I don't know if these are much different or not. I think these are just different creatures. So I don't know what the color means exactly. Vampiric, Deslandria, Udix, Ovidius. Maybe some of them are characters. I'm not sure. Corrupted Creature, Dreamweaver, Fedrin. See, there's like people that have names, but there's also like Corrupted Creature, which is as generic sounding as you can get just about. So, but that's interesting. So these might be characters you have to deal with. And then let me get some of these out of here so I can look at these different like brightly colored ones here. Let's get all the black ones out. Okay. Okay, so these are going to be looks like based on your character race that you picked. Like I think these are the Dark Elves. So that's pretty cool. We'll go and look through these because why not? Now, one thing I'm curious about for me, because I do love miniatures, and so this is obviously going to be a little different take on stuff. I'm curious how I'll feel playing with these as opposed to miniatures. I think it's going to be just fine, to be honest with you, because I put so much detail on these. It's really pretty awesome. Time will tell, though. I still haven't played the other, like I have these Skyrim adventure game, which I haven't even messed with, so it might be interesting to try both of them and trying to compare and contrast them. Now, I don't know how this compares as far as like rules and whatnot to their other, or one of their other big adventure games, Too Many Bones, which is also fantasy, also of course uses the chips. That's kind of Chip Theory's thing. I don't know how similar or different they are rules-wise. I don't actually have Too Many Bones, so I'm not certain, but I'm sure I could hear about that somewhere. Someone will have played them both and will have made some kind of content telling me, but it'd be interesting if they were similarly built, maybe, because then you could easily go from one to the other, but I don't know. It's also kind of nice to not have something that's just a reskin, so we'll see. Either way, it's good. I'm not worried about it, so pretty awesome. All right, before we finish up, let's check out the Valenwood expansion. I believe this came with the game. I don't know that this will be out at retail, or it probably will be separate if it is. It says, The Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era Valenwood expansion brings the Sylvan province of Valenwood into the game, including a gazetteer booklet, new quests for all the game's guilds, brand new province-specific enemies, and province-specific delve and overland cards. This expansion also enriches every one of your BOTSE plays, regardless of if you're questing in the region, with new general enemies, items, classes, such as the Arcanist, Burglar, and Ranger, and skill lines, Illusion, Legerdemain, weird, and Light Armor. This expansion also includes double-sided clash mat with a new art that can provide a bit of extra theme when questing in forested or mushroom-infested locations. All content can be seamlessly combined with the core box, with region-specific content being called for as required by quests and new general enemies, items, classes, and skill lines able to be shuffled into the supply. Great. So it sounds to me like this stuff, you just kind of take it, shuffle it into what you already have, and it should work great. So I like that. I like to do that. I'm going to have to spend a little time organizing this box, although a lot of it is actually pretty well organized already. So it's not as crazy as maybe I thought it would be at first. Okay, let's get in here. All right, so there's those various classes and skills I talked about. I'm not going to go into that too much right now. Same with the like Archer Ranger or Arcanist Ranger, that sort of thing. No real art on those, so I don't think we need to go into that. We've got some more of those little tiles, green ones. Oops. Here is our gazetteer for this region. So, very pretty stuff. Okay. We got some little tiny discs here. These dice are cool. They're all kind of really pastel, which is kind of neat. Oh, there are some discs in here. I didn't think there were some. I'll get to those in a minute. I'll tell you what, since I didn't look at the other cards, let's flip through these. As long as they're item cards, I don't think we'll be spoiling anything. If I start seeing other stuff, I'll stop though, because I don't want anything ruined for you or for me, for that matter. Okay. Imitation elf ears. Why would you need those? That's funny. I wonder if that's a quest item, like you have to pass as an elf or something. That'd be kind of interesting. Spores pack. Okay, then we got some event stuff. So I don't want to go into the events, but there we have it. That looks all good. Here is our Valenwood map, kind of like we had in the other box. Just kind of overworld stuff. And then this is just one mat, so I'm just gonna flip it over so you can kind of see a lot of vegetation, a lot of like mushrooms and stuff. This looks a little more swampy or something, so pretty neat looking stuff. And let's take a look at these chips here. All right, so I have the Vine Snare and the Colossus, Wisp, and Wisp Mother, Harvor, and a Thunderbug, Woodorc Bandit, and Woodorc Wanderer, Mammoth, and a Bull Mammoth. That's cool. Okay, we have our Wood Elf Stalker, Wood Elf Ranger, Drew, no idea. Lamia, Hollow Guardian, Hollow Predator, and then we have our special characters, Chief Dushkul, Arvin, Cursebaker Dyslandia, and Zenithissa. So, awesome. Wow, I love these components. It looks super amazing. Just good overall. All right, so that is everything that came with Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era. That was a lot of stuff. It was really big. It has that expansion as well. Looks gorgeous, for one. Amazing. I love the components. They're beautiful. I so hope the game is as good as the components are, because if so, it's going to be awesome. Let me know your thoughts on this, if you've played it, or if you're getting it, or if you want to get it, whatever the case might be. Or if you played the Skyrim adventure game, I'd be curious about your thoughts on that too, and what you think of that. If you played both, definitely let me know what you think about the two against each other. But because hopefully I'll get to that one day. But these are big games, so it could take a while. Now, for that matter, as you know, I started doing some retro gaming stuff on this channel. So let me know what your favorite Elder Scrolls video game is, or what kind of characters you like to play, or anything like that. I'd be curious if you're excited about the Oblivion remake that's coming. I know I am. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on anything Elder Scrolls related. I'd love to hear it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so you know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye. All right, you made it to the end of another video. If you want to help the channel out, make sure you like it, subscribe, leave a comment if you can. All these things really help, and make sure you tell friends about us, because that would also be fantastic.
Yeah. If you enjoyed that video, you might like this one.
Or this one.
We're also on social media. There's a Facebook group. We're on Twitter/X and Instagram.
Yep, so until next time, we'll see you around the table.
Bye.